class, as you know, we've been learning about 3D shapes in the past week, and today, before we start learning about landforms, I'm going to use the 3D shapes that we've been learning about to introduce some of the landforms that we'll be talking about this coming week. Landforms are geographical features that control the ecosystem, climate, weather, and essence of life on Earth. Or just in simpler terms, it's any shape on the Earth's surface. Landforms come from natural processes on the Earth's surface, so erosion, wind, rain, and plate tectonics all affect what landforms are formed on the Earth's surface. The first landform that we will talk about is mountains. This square pyramid is an example of a mountain, and mountains are formed to have steep sides and a tip at the top, which is referred to as the peak. They are the highest points on Earth's surface in general, and ultimately the Himalayas are the highest mountain range on the entire Earth's surface, and the highest peak there is Mount Everest, which many of you, I'm sure, have heard of before. Some mountains are under the sea and we cannot see them, but they're still really, really tall compared to the ocean floor. This is a square pyramid that we learned about last week, and that will help us remember mountains. The second shape that we are going to use to help us remember landforms is a cube. Here I have a cube. A cube is going to help us remember a plateau. A plateau is also referred to as a tableland, which is flat-topped with steep sides, which is why I brought out the cube. It has a flat top and then steep sides down all four sides. The next thing that we're going to talk about are volcanoes. Now, volcanoes are in the same type as mountains, so volcanoes can be referred to as volcanic mountains because they have kind of the same shape. They have steep sides and then a peak. But I brought out a cone, which will help us remember volcanoes because there is a cone volcano, as well as other types that we will learn about this week. Some volcanoes are wider than others, so they wouldn't be steep like this cone is. So I also have a rectangular prism, and I brought out the rectangular prism because some volcanoes are more flat-topped and then have steep sides, kind of like a plateau, rather than like the cone here. Volcanoes can also be on other places in the universe. So there are some on Mars, and actually the tallest one that scientists have found is on Mars. It's called Olympus Mons, and also, volcanoes are usually located where tectonic plates meet, and this is true for Mars as well. Today, we are going to be doing some activities with the 3D shapes that we've been learning about this past week, and then we're going to move into landforms, and we will have a quiz on some of the landforms that I just talked about after this video is over. And then tomorrow we will learn about more landforms that I didn't get to talk about in this video.